Okay, so Alt F4 closed the wrong window. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are still with me. Okay, back now? Good deal. Yeah, accidentally closed OBS. This, okay. Let me Control Delete this. Bring up the task manager. Um, and open JDK platform. And we will reopen my software here. And we're going to be reloading our campaign from where we left off. And hopefully we didn't lose too much. Yeah, we've already got all of our stuff ordered. The only thing we had actually done since the last time I saved a game was pick up this battle. And that's going to be save games, autosave, and see where that takes us. Okay. So it's my turn to move. Um, we've got the dromedary hasn't moved yet. We've got the archer is unconscious. We've got the thunderbolt hasn't moved yet, and we don't have eyes on the stalker. I'd like to have Wyvern back up to here. No, the first thing I did was I had Yarvik run this way. And hopefully I'm not inviting the same glitch by performing the same actions. Petra will advance to melee range against the archer. Hopefully blow it up this turn or something. Federated Commonwealth Convoy's turn to move. Dromedary is in retreat, and the dromedary is not anything. Can we, before things go completely haywire, can we pick 3? Or is that what causes everything to go haywire? Minimize it. But I can't close it again. Um, hmm. We might have to find some kind of workaround for this battle. Alright, let me this task again. Load a campaign, load the pre-stream that I saved after I ordered all that stuff and rearranged the infirmary. Can we try one more time? We will try from the exit save. The exit save was a bit earlier. Yeah, quite a lot earlier. We've still got the Brutus, we've still got the Swordsman. Crosscut and the Marco haven't even escaped yet. Yeah, the exit save is not the one we needed. Autosave was one. I wonder if it's the autosave that's corrupted. Or if it's anything to do with that at all. Or if we've just found that trying to retreat with a vehicle that's not immobile but has no movement points causes it to crash. Not really sure what to expect at this point. I'm thinking first we need to replace our players. How did they take out TestBot? I guess we can't replace it with TestBot, which I think is a more reliable, if slower, version of the AI. Even still, we got the Brutus, we've got the Archer is still at full health. No, that's... Did we not autosave it since then? That's unfortunate. Crosscut and the Swordsman are still there. This is the autosave? That's not right. It should have saved since then. Alright guys, as usual, at least once per, per stream, I'm at a loss for how to proceed and I'm looking for input. How do you guys feel like I should proceed here? I don't think I can keep playing this mission without it crashing. I'll keep trying for the next hour if you guys want, but I don't think it would be much fun for anyone. Do we skip this mission? Do we... saving over our exit save. Reload. Try the autosave again. Unless... Are we at a point we can claim the win? We're approaching that point. But we weren't there yet. We had them down to 66, I think, percent, and we would need to get them down to 50. We could claim a draw. We could do that. We will place all the players with Princess. We'll declare / victory because I feel like that's more likely to work than a / defeat. We'll go ahead and skip to the end. Sounds close enough to a win for me. Yeah, that's maybe a little cheese. Okay. Heat phase, team 1 has achieved all required victory conditions. Yes, we will save the salvage. Alright, this is from when we were at 99% of our forces. Primary Op 4 was still at 94% of their forces. Convoy was still at 88% of their forces. Yeah, I don't think I can call this a victory. We're gonna have to call this a draw. Things just kind of got glitched out. We'll say we did control the battlefield, but I don't think we got any kills. Which is a shame. No one got hurt. The enforcers both escaped. The Brutus was crippled. Warhammer was futzing around in its area with buildings. The Archer was unconscious. The Cataphract was still healthy. There was a Battlemaster. The Thunderbolt, the Stalker, the Longbow, and the Victor were all undamaged. The Brunel is salvaged, but it doesn't have any weapons or anything interesting. So yeah, we'll just call it like that. Let's see. The pilot of the Archer had 5 hits and was unconscious. We'll say that she was captured. The Battlemaster, the Brunel. Oh, okay. All people from the Bulldog. Yeah, I guess just the one capture. No, Petra got a kill. He did. Give her the Brunel. That's the only enemy unit on this list. Prevent 50%. Let's see, we got the Swordsman, we got the Brunel, the Dromedary is immobile. I think the Copper got away. I think the Crosscut got away. The Marco got away. I don't remember seeing any of these others. And the round report said that only, I think, 2 of them had fled so far. We did not capture the Brunel. We'll say we captured the Dromedary. That's gonna be about it. So we're gonna earn 1 support point for that. Force withdrawal. No, not the Battlemaster. The Archer. But we're still just gonna call this a draw. Just cause. Alright. So that was the only mission that we had on the docket for today. We've got Linda Nakano with a broken rib, a broken leg, some cuts on her abdomen, and a sprained left arm. We can give that to Delphine, and apparently she's willing to defect for us. Minimal damage to our units because of course. Well, that was kind of lame. I feel like I just wasted everyone's time. I apologize. It's the journey, not the destination, right? Right. Get these guys sorted by last name, by XP, by skill level, and by role. Roll down to the Mech Warriors, where we've got Hadi is still wounded with a concussion for another 1 day. We were talking last week about a recon lance, and I was throwing out ideas as to what would go in it. By name, by weight, and by type. And I think we had talked about Spider, Wolfhound maybe, Jenner for sure. This Jenner doesn't have any advanced tech except for the double heat sink, so I'd like to do something about that. Have Shoyab take it out of. No, I guess not. Not Shoyab. Sosik maybe. There we go. And then I would like to customize this. A Mark III incorporates an XL engine, adds a heat sink and some armor, and a couple medium pulse lasers. Does not add jump jets. It's unfortunate, but it's a quick refit. It's 3,600 minutes, so that's 8 days, if I'm not mistaken. The only thing is we need a 245 XL engine, which got 2 support points. I think I want to do it. Convert SP to bonus part. Done. Marketplace. Purchase parts. And that was a 245 XL. 35 ton. Bonus part. Refit kit, and that was the Mark III Jenner 7F. Yeah, we'll have Elizabeth Bay work on that on a 10 plus. She's a veteran. Want a regular on that. Got any? Shata can work on it. So that is one of our recon mechs being brought up to snuff. That said, Aleutian Lance is waiting on the Orion. Aleutian Lance is waiting on Hottie. We will advance 1 day, and then we will start doing some recon. We've got an updated personnel market. We've got a veteran soldier, ballistic rifle, Astadi 5, whatever that means. Movement is 1-1, auto rifle, swarm mag stop, flag attack, black standard troopers. Yeah, I don't think we're interested in some ballistic rifle infantry. We did get a medium laser and a jump jet and a ton of SRM-6 ammo. We got the right arm on the Orion, so it is now no longer in the repair bay. We got the gyro on the Wolfhound finally. We did not get the left arm on the Wolfhound. We needed a 6, we got a 5. The Jenner refit's coming along, the Rifleman not so much. We're unable to find SRM-6 heat-seeking ammo, which is unfortunate. Maybe once we're done with this contract. We did find a bunch of SRM and LRM ammo. And we've got 2 new scenarios. Destroy dropship and defend dropship will occur on the 28th and the 30th. Low atmosphere, destroy dropship. What? I think I am sick of these. The wrong options. I want campaign options. So that I can turn off aerospace missions like that. And use aerospace is actually already unchecked. So I don't know why we're getting aerospace missions. But Tongalans can defend a grounded dropship, no sweat. We don't have any data on that yet, maybe because we haven't done recon. We've got an enemy overlord and enemy escorts, including 4 fighters, a 2-2 in a Lucifer and a 3-3 in a Lucifer. 4-6 in a lightning. I think I'm just going to say no to that one. So we've got until the 30th. In the meantime, that's Tongalans. So I don't want to deploy them. That gives us Galatea and Aleutian, both undamaged, both ready to rock. Let's go ahead and start up here with Aleutian. And we'll go here. Galatea, perhaps? Or do we go here with Galatea? Or do we go here with Galatea? I think here is the spot I want to go. And we detected a hostile force. Scenario Diversion. Terrain Badlands, Light Craters. Battle date 26th. So that is tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We will advance one day to the 26th. And it looks like we are incapable of picking up endosteel parts right now. We've got Diversion is today, or already deployed. We've got maintenance on the Thumper and the Chippewa. We've got armor and ammo arriving. We've got the Jenner in another 5 days. We've got the Rifleman in 55, I want to say. We've got a bunch of ammo on the way, but again, endosteel parts are just not going to be able to come in until we finish this contract, which could be just a little while longer. We've got 2 designated facilities that we're trying to find. So Diversion. Today, Galatea, primary op for Brutus, Stormfur, Scorpion, Scimitar, Galleon, Striker, a Warrior, a Drillson, and a Field Medic. Enemy reinforcements, a Grasshopper, a Banshee, a Cyclops, and a Longbow. Wow, those are some heavies. That's going to be Scarponi in the Warhammer, Nairn in the Orion, Victor in the Grasshopper, and Wayne in the Marauder. Against a bunch of tanks, including a 2-4 and a Drillson, SRM variant. Hostile forces attempting to delay your force from its objective. Destroy or bypass them quickly. Hostiles are coordinating additional forces in the area. Additional hostile mechs are approaching the area. Recon overestimated enemy strength. Group of enemy units are not present. Okay. Destroy or route 50% of the primary outpour within 8 turns, or move 50% of the following forces and leave the battlefield within at most 8 turns. That is our objectives. Gotta worry about that field medic. I don't know if that's entirely true. So we're deploying on the east. Reinforcements are deploying at the northeast. All of these guys are deploying to the west. So we've got 8 turns to make it from east to west. That is a big freaking map. How many rerolls do we have? I would like to reroll that terrain just a little. We have 1 reroll. We can use that. We're done with Task Manager. We will reroll that elevation. Craters medium. We'll see how that changes things. Actually, no. We'll leave that high. We'll go elevation none. See how that changes. Okay, that smooths it out considerably. We've still got some ups and downs, but a lot less. I think we are ready to rock. Grasshopper and the Warhammer don't have their auto eject disabled because they don't have ignition. Who is the big bad? We've got the Banshee 2-3 pilot. That is a 3E Banshee. That's the fast one with the PPC and the autocannon 5. Follow that with the Cyclops with a 2-4 pilot. That one has an autocannon 20, 10 LRMs, a couple mediums, and some SRMs. But it's horribly under-armored. Longbow 0W is the fast bow, which only has 50 LRMs and again light on armor. And the Grasshopper 5H, which is a zombie mech. It's got one laser in each arm, but everything else is torso and head mounted. Fortunately, he's not as heavily armed as our grasshopper. So don't know if that will be really much of an issue. But again, we are trying to get across the map. We are not trying to engage these guys. Oh, we're on the east side, of course. Of course, I had east and west confused. Where can we start? Here? No. Here, maybe. Oh, maybe. Here. Has one slowdown here. And then our choice of where to turn. Also, this map does not look like the one that we got a preview of. There are no craters on this map. Yeah, we'll start there. Start the Orion there. Start the Grasshopper in there. The Warhammer, which is a little bit quicker. I think we can start him. We can start him there. He can turn before he hits that rough patch. Oh, we're going to take so much damage to the back trying to just wade through them like this. We're at 10,000, they're at 15,000. And we will start by sprinting. The faster we can get to them, the sooner we can get through them. And the Grasshopper, I think, will just run. Warrior needs a 2, gets a 9. For side slip. Tentacle Shogun has nothing in range and also sprinted. Scarponi has no one. Scarponi sprinted. Orion sprinted. Grasshopper did not sprint. Grasshopper has no one in range. The warrior fired an autocannon 5 at our marauder. He needed a 12 and he missed. Everyone's running cool. We've lost initiative going into round 2. We tuck that out of the way. Is it time to stop sprinting? I don't think it is, especially not for Tentacle Shogun. He's such a close range fighter. Yeah, we'll have him continue sprinting. We'll have Scarponi run to there now that we're likely to have some targets. And also he's in the fastest mech we've got this battle. The Orion will... Yeah, I think the Orion can go 5 hexes and turn and be moderately evasive. The Grasshopper can go 7 hexes. Alright, the Warrior needs a 2, gets a 7. Tentacle Shogun sprinted this turn. Scarponi has shots on the Drillson on 9s with the PPCs. Or we've got the Scimitar on 10s. We've got the Stormfor or the Brutus on 10s as well. I think I'll take the 9s. Because everything else is 13s. Scarponi taking fire from the Galleon. Let's see, the Orion at the Warrior. Got him on 7s with the LBX. Yeah, we'll go all in on the warrior. We're not likely to hit with anything, but if we do hit, it'll be a heck of a hit. The grasshopper also at the warrior on 12s. We've got the scimitar on 12s. Yeah, maybe we'll get lucky and tear down his rotor. Alright, the Drillson missing on 8s and 12s. The warrior missing on an 8. Scarponi hitting the Drillson in the front with a PPC. Galleon missing on 12s. The Orion missing on 12s and 10s. Did hit with 8 pellets of the LBX, destroying its engine and immobilizing it, so it's going to crash. Scorpion missing on 11s, the Grasshopper missing on 12s, the Scimitar missing on 10s, and the Striker missing on 11s. Did it not crash? We've lost initiative going into round 3. We are at 100%, they're at 97%. Tentacle Shogun. Do we really need to worry about the warrior? Or is it just going to slow us down? Warrior's just going to slow us down. But there's not much I can do about it. Scarponi will run his full 8 hexes. The Orion will run his full 6. Grasshopper will, I guess, slow down to a walk because I don't see. Well, maybe we could go here. 2, 3, 4, 5. We'd have the Galleon on short range with the larges. Yeah, we'll do that. Federated Commonwealth can move. Okay, I was getting worried there for a second. The Drillson needs a 4, gets a 9. Tentacle Shogun at the Warrior. We'll skip the SRMs, we'll go the medium pulses. And I guess we'll go for the front on -3s. And we'll throw in the Flamer as well, why not? We've got the Striker on 8s, we've got the Stormfire on 7s. Which is a bigger threat? The Stormfire with an LRM 20 and 16 SRMs, or the Brutus with twice as many LRMs and almost twice as many SRMs. Yeah, that's gonna be the Brutus on 7s. Let's see, the Orion hopefully has a better target than the Warrior. We've got the Drillson on 8s and 9s. That'll put us at 1 heat, which is fine by me. Let's see, the Grasshopper at the Drillson as well, or no, the Galleon on 8s. 8s and 10s, 8s and 10s. We'll throw in a pair of 10s just to be heat neutral. Alright, Marauder lands a medium pulse laser on the Warrior's left side and destroys the Warrior. So that's that. The Drillson hits Marauder in the right arm with a large laser, down to 15 armor. Cost us an edge, rerolling a center torso critical hit. SRMs to the left and right arm, SRM to the center torso, destroying the searchlight. SRM to the left arm, SRM to the right arm, SRM to the left torso. How many SRMs did that sucker have? Bunch of SRM2s from the looks of it. The Warhammer at the Brutus hits it in the front with a PPC. The Galleon hits the Warhammer in the left torso critical, but re-rolls that to the right leg with a medium pulse laser, down to 22 armor there. Brutus landing 6 LRMs, total of 12 LRMs on the Marauder's left and right torso and right leg. The Orion at the Drillson lands a medium laser to the left side, lands 6 pellets to the left side primarily, costing it, stunning the crew for a turn, costing it a movement point, immobilizing it. So the Drillson just became a super easy target. The Sternfire missing the Marauder on a 9, the Scorpion missing the Marauder on 7s, the Grasshopper at the Galleon on 8s, landing 1 hit to the turret. The Scimitar missing on an 8, the Striker landing 9 LRMs on Tentacle Shogun's left and right torso. Those are getting weak. That left torso. Man, I cannot take this thing into battle without them targeting that left torso like crazy. Took 40 plus damage, needs a 6, gets an 8, so he stays standing. The Orion is at 1 heat, everyone else is running cool. We've lost initiative going into round 4. We've got our units deploying on round 7. We're at 97, almost 98% of our forces. They're at 89, almost 90% of theirs. Tentacle Shogun will continue to run forward. Actually, we can run to here, and then we can jag that way. That works. So we'll go the full 6 turn hexes this turn. Scarponi was going to do basically the same thing, but over here we were going to take this avenue, I think. The Orion, I think, is going to try to maybe follow Scarponi. And the Grasshopper could get within medium laser range of the Scimitar, which has TMM of 3, plus 2 for running, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we would need 8s on the Scimitar. I think that's worth doing. Alright, Tentacle Shogun has the Galleon on 9s. We'll do some of that. We'll go up to 2 heat for that. Maybe we can land a couple of those. We've got the Brutus on 5s and 9s. We'll take 5 9s over a 15 heat 10 point damage shot. The Orion could be taking on the Striker, it looks like, on 9s with some things, 9s and 11s. Go 4 heat over for the LBX. And the Grasshopper at the Scimitar on 8s. Nope, we'll skip one of the larges. And that'll put us at 4 heat over. Alright, the Marauder at the Galleon hits it in the turret, hits it in the rear, costing it half its movement points, and missing with a lot, immobilizing it. That's good. Warhammer at the Brutus hits it in the right side, down to 27 armor there, missing with everything else. Maybe I should have fired the PPC. It would have rolled a 7, it looks like, which would have been a hit. The Galleon at Tentacle Shogun needing 9s and missing. The Brutus missing on 8s. The Orion at the Striker missing on 11s, 9s, and 8s. Stormfire at Tentacle Shogun hits him in the left torso and left leg with LRMs. Scorpion hits this Marauder in the center torso with 6 LRMs, down to 26 armor there. Grasshopper at the Scimitar, missing almost everything on 8s, hitting it in the left side with a medium. 2 mediums. 3. Okay, we had more mediums than I'd realized. So he's down to 3 armor on his left side. The Scimitar landing an LRM, 5 LRMs to the right arm of the Tentacle Shogun. And the Striker missing on a 7. Our boys are starting to run hot. Tentacle Shogun is at 2, the Orion and the Grasshopper is at 4. Only Scarponi is keeping it cool. We've lost initiative going into round 5. We're at 97.17%. They're at 86.62%. Tentacle Shogun will Tentacle Shogun wanted to come down to here and scoot across there, so we'll continue running in a straight line for now. Scarponi, we could get the Stormfire at a range of 2, which is good for us. Not bad for him, though. He's got 3 machine guns, which are going to be medium range, and he's got a bunch of SRMs. We've got a lot more in the way of short and long range, short and medium range weaponry. Yeah, we will walk and try to take out the Sternfire, even though it has all the armor. Or, yeah, we'll do that. We'll continue to support the Lance, because we haven't taken hardly any damage. The Orion is going to continue running this way as well. The Grasshopper will hang a right at the beginning of next turn. Or, yeah, those ways are all blocked. Alright, so Tentacle Shogun has the Galleon on 2s with the SRMs. We'll go up to 4 heat for that. Scarponi at the Stormfire. We'll skip the PPCs, we'll just do all the mediums and all the smalls. And again, that's going to be heat neutral. Galleon is going to blow up. Hopefully he's going to blow the heck up. Hoping the same thing happens to the Stormfire. Let's see, the Orion has the Scorpion on 4s. We'll make it a 5 just so we can land that all in one spot. And some 7s, a 6, and a 7. This, I don't know if I want to go that far over. We'll skip one of the mediums. And that'll put us at 4 over. Which is right where, 4 over is a good place to be. The Grasshopper at the Brutus on 8s, maybe. And I'll throw in a 10 just to keep the heat sinks pumping. Alright, Tentacle Shogun at the Galleon. Hits it in the left side and the front a bunch, hits it in the turret and the left side some more, and eventually destroys it on the left side. Field Medics hit Scarponi in the right arm for 1 point of damage. Scarponi hits the Stormfire in the left side, the front, the left side, costing it half its movement points. The front, and then we're into the smalls, hitting it in the front again, down to 38. Left side, another +1 to driving skill rolls. Front is down to 35 armor. Front is down to 32 armor. The Brutus at the Orion landing 7 SRMs, looks like, to the left arm and center torso. Also to the right arm, right leg. And then 16 LRMs on the Orion as well. To the left arm critical, right arm and left leg. 12 more LRMs to the left torso, left leg, and right arm. I hope he stays standing. The Orion at the Scorpion, missing with the LBX. Should have used the pellets. Medium lasers to the turret, the front, LRMs to the left side and the front, SRMs to the front and the turret. It's down to 5 armor on the front, and he's lost a lot of movement points. The Sternfire at Scarponi hits him in the right leg and left torso with SRMs. Hits him in the left leg, the left arm, and the center torso with SRMs. Left leg, left arm, and left torso again. And a machine gun to the right arm. The Scorpion tank lands 3 LRMs to Tentacle Shogun's right arm and 4 to the right torso. The Grasshopper at the Brutus hits it in the turret and the right side with large lasers, leaving it with 29 and 19 armor in those locations. The Scimitar missing on a 9, the Striker landing 9 LRMs to the Orion's right arm and right leg. Orion took 40 plus damage, needs a 5 to stay standing, gets a 7. So that's good. We can kick the Striker on a 4. Is it worth the chance to fall down? I think it is. We kicked him in the turret for 15, leaving it with 7 armor. Almost missed. Tentacle Shogun is at 4 heat, the Orion is at 4 heat, the Grasshopper is at 1. Scarponi still keeping it cool. We've got lost initiative going into round 6 again. Units deploying in the northeast next turn. We're at 93.87%, they're at 79.22%. And we need to make it across the map by turn 8. So that means Tentacle Shogun is going to have to sprint twice. Scarponi is going to sprint and then turn around next turn. The Orion is going to run, I think. And the Grasshopper is going to run as well. Alright, Tentacle Shogun, what have you got? You've got the field medics. Oh, you sprinted. Right. Scarponi, you also sprinted. Yes. Orion, you ran because you're not going to make it off the field in 8 turns. But we do have the Sternfire on 5s, looks like. Or we've got... Oh, no, those arrows are pointing from the Brutus and the Sternfire. Yeah, we've got the Sternfire on 5s, so we'll go ahead and launch all of that. We'll skip the LRMs just to keep our heat in check, and because they're on 9s, and we're at 2 heat over with just the SRMs. The Grasshopper has large lasers on 9s, or the Scorpion on 9s. The Scorpion's more likely to go down. The Sternfire on 12s, yeah, we'll throw in 2 of those, why not? Alright, the Brutus, missing on 9s. The Sternfire, missing on a 9. The Orion at the Sternfire hits him in the turret with the LBX. Medium lasers to the left side, to the front, costing it 3/4 of its movement points. To the left side, costing it another half its movement points. And finally, critting on the fuel tank. The Scorpion, landing 3 LRMs to Tentacle Shogun's left arm, 6 LRMs to the center torso and right torso. Scimitar on 9s and 8s, missing the Orion. The Grasshopper on 9s and 12s, missing the Scorpion and the Sternfire. Striker, missing the Marauder on a 6, got a 3. Is it worth kicking the Brutus? On a 3, I think it is. Kicked him in the left side for 15, he's down to 22 armor. The Orion is at 2 heat, the Grasshopper is at 1. Everyone else sprinted, so they're not... Okay, round 7, we're at 93.5%. They're at 71.9%. Anyone on the edge of the map at the end of this turn counts as escaped. I'm thinking. Because that's going to be Scarponi and that's going to be the Grasshopper. Everyone else is going to do their best. The Orion is not going to be able to get off the map either. Grasshopper will be able to get off the map. Alright, Tentacle Shogun. You've got the Field Medics on a 9, you've got the Scimitar on a 13, you've got the Brutus on a 10. I guess the Brutus on a 10 is going to be our best shot. Go 2 heat over for that. Scarponi. The Brutus as well, I think, on 6s. Yeah, we'll take a pair of 6s. I'm not worried about the 10s. They're not going to hit. The Orion. Field Medics on 6s, why not? We'll do 5s and 6s. Throw in an SRM just to be heat neutral. The Grasshopper at the Striker on 9s. I think is going to be the best shot we've got. That maybe the Scorpion on 9s. Yeah, we'll take another shot at the Scorpion. 14, 11. So we'll throw in a pair of mediums at the infantry just cause. The Field Medics hit the Orion in the right torso for 1 point of damage. Scarponi at the Brutus on 10s, landing 4 SRMs to the turret front and right side, immobilizing the Brutus. Very nice. The Brutus landing 28 LRMs on Scarponi's center and right torso, left arm and leg. Left arm and leg again, down to 6 armor on that left arm. The Scorpion landing 2 LRMs on Tentacle Shogun's right torso. Warhammer at the Brutus hits it in the front, costing it some minor motor system damage. Missed with the other one, so I guess it doesn't matter. The Scimitar landing 9 LRMs on Scarponi's left torso and right arm. The Orion kills the Field Medic squad. Sorry, guys. Striker landing 9 LRMs on Tentacle Shogun's right leg and center torso rear, costing him his last point of edge. And the Grasshopper missing on 9s and 11s. Scarponi needs a 5, gets an 11. We've got 2 heat on Tentacle Shogun. Everyone else is running cool. Going into round 8. Actually, going into round 8 at this point, we might be able to get 3/4 of our team off the field. Yeah, we'll do like that. We'll have him skip his movement. We'll have the Orion. Oh heck, why not? We'll have the Orion go ahead and sprint, just so that we can get him off the field. And we'll have the Grasshopper stand still as well. Okay, wow. Quite a battle. The Striker, we've got him on 10s. We've got the Scimitar on 10s. We've got the Brutus on 6s. Yeah, we'll throw some heat at the Brutus. Enough to go 4 heat over. Scarponi at the Scorpion on 5s. Is a PPC enough to kill this thing? If it hits it in the front, yes. Anywhere else, no. Maybe we'll get the kill. We'll get possibly really lucky. We can build up a little bit of heat by throwing in a couple of shots at the Brutus on 6s. We'll go 4 heat over. The Orion sprinted, right? Yes. And the Grasshopper at the Striker on 7s, sure, why not? 7s and 9s, and we'll go 5 heat over. Marauder at the Brutus hits it in the rear, costing it half its movement points. Hits it in the front, costing it half its movement points. Hits it in the right side, stunning the crew. Crew is stunned for 2 turns from a hit to the right side. More hits to the right side. The right side destroyed, so that's the Brutus down. Warhammer at the Scorpion hits it in the right side, and the turret, medium lasers at the Brutus are for naught. The Scorpion landing 3 LRMs on Marauder's right arm, and then 5 LRMs blowing the right arm off. And the 6th LRM transferring into the right torso. That was a lucky crit. The Scimitar missing on 10s and 6s. The Grasshopper, the Striker, hits it in the rear, costing it half its movement points twice. It's down to 2 armor. And the Striker landing 9 LRMs on Tentacle Shogun's right torso, because the left torso apparently was too much of a stretch. Everyone is running hot at this point, but that is fine, because we are declaring victory because we are off the field. Yes, we'll save the file, of course. We did not control the battlefield. The Warhammer took some light damage, smattering across, especially that left arm, it looks like. The Marauder lost an arm. Oh, we don't get to keep the arm. That sucks. I mean, I knew there was a chance of that. But it's not blown off, it's destroyed now. Because we don't control the battlefield. Run away, yeah, that's right. Well, dang it, that's some pulse lasers that are going to be hard to come by to fix that. No one took any damage. The Drillson get killed. Was it still alive? That's 2 kills for Nairn, 3 for Tentacle Shogun. Forced withdrawal, we did that. Reached the west edge, we did that. We'll call that a victory. Would have been a smashing victory if we had done more damage to the enemies, but we really didn't. We just got away. It's hard to call it that anything more than just a standard victory. That said, we've got the repair bay, we've got everything from that last battle that did not go well. Do we have Edeborg? Can replace the left arm on a 4. We'll take 2 days to do that. Have Jamel knock out these armors. No. Ethan Labrie is our ammo guy for now. And then we'll be able, once we do this, we'll be able to advance the day. And then we will maybe get started on some repairs for those guys that just got back, or that are about to get back. We didn't have any... We didn't capture anyone. We did get some battle loss compensation. We got 190,000 for parts on the Marauder. Nice. Everything else seems to be going reasonably well. Mariana Lance is ready to roll. Tonga Lance is ready to roll. Galatea Lance just saw combat and might be a little bit. Aleutian Lance is ready to roll. Nice, what am I doing? Briefing room is what I wanted. It was Tonga Lance that's going to be deploying here. And I'm thinking maybe spending a support point to bring in some reinforcements on that. Oh, we could send Aleutian real quick here. Hopefully we don't see any battles. I say Aleutian, which lands did I mean? Yeah, Aleutian. Are they still deployed? Yeah, they're still deployed over here. Alright, so I was thinking that we had finished track 1, but we have not. We still have a spot to clear there. I think we're ready to advance the day. We've got a medium laser, 30 tons of armor, a small laser, an XL engine, bunch of ammo has arrived. We did get the left arm on the Wolfhound finally. We needed a 4, got a 5. Got the Jenner refit kit in 4 more days plus or minus. We've got the Warhammer in, what, 18, 19 days, something like that. The endo steel parts we're not going to be able to get a hold of. And the repair bay, we're just looking at the Wolfhound. We will have the duties, I think. On 3s shouldn't be a big deal. She gained an XP for that. Huzzah. No one in the infirmary to worry about. Aleutian Lance back yet? They're not. Might be another 1 day before we can send anyone out. What is the deployment date for this grounded dropship battle? Where is the grounded dropship battle? That's what I was originally doing when I was looking for, when I was switching back and forth between the tracks. When I noticed that I missed part of track 1, I was looking for the grounded dropship, and I have not found it yet. Alright. What else can we be doing in the meantime? Not a whole lot. We're just waiting for those guys to come back all damaged. We're gonna have an arm to replace on the Marauder. Everything else is just gonna be armor and ammo, I think. Maintenance on the Slayer, maintenance on the Leopard. Did not go well. That sucks. Maintenance on the coolant truck, 2 lots of armor, 2 lots of LRM-10 ammo, and 1 of LRM-20 has arrived. We've got the Jenner in another 3 days, roughly. We've got the Rifleman in 11 or 12. And we've got the Warhammer in a little bit less than that. Let me see. Repair bay, yeah, we've got the Orion. Who is gonna be? Is that gonna be Chris some more? On 3s and 4s and 2s. And we'll have, where did there's the regular tech. No XP. Oh, we got that engine in. He's probably doing a refit now. So who is next in line? Is that gonna be Shoya? No, that's gonna be Dulfikar. The Warhammer doesn't need any reloads. The Marauder has some reloads. Where did Dulfikar go? There he is. So we've got the Endo Steel Arm. That's gonna be an Ediborg job. He's gonna spend 2 days on that, and it's gonna take a 5 or better. Other than that, it's all armor, it looks like. Tamalika. I wanted Tamalika to go up. She's doing maintenance. I wanted her to get the maintainer SPA. So I'm going to try to get her some XP. By doing these little jobs here. Oh, she gained an XP by failing. The big jobs I think are going to go to the people with less XP. That's going to be Jamel. Going to be Halima. Alright, that's all we can do on the Marauder until we get the arm back on. The Warhammer also needs some armor. We'll do 35 minutes there just because I like the symmetry. We'll do 45 minutes there for the same reason. Let me see. B still has all of her time, and I wouldn't mind giving her some XP so she can knock these jobs out. That just leaves the Marauder. Aleutian Lance is finally back, so we can have them come out here. Hopefully not run into more enemy forces. Okay, we're done with track 1. Finally. We've got to defend grounded dropship. Tonga Lance. It's going to be Hoser, Warwolf, Ashen, Tsubasa against a... oh no. And we will find out, I'm thinking, next time on the Adventures of the Challenger Deep. Let me go ahead and save this here. On the 28th of June. It's going to be a delay of game. I don't know if it's a delay of game so much as this is where we're going to call it, and we'll come back to this defend grounded dropship battle next week, maybe, if it wants to generate some forces for us, because as of right now, this is going to be the easiest mission ever because there's no forces except us. In the meantime, I hope everyone has a good day and a good week. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to the Discord is in my bio. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everyone who comes by and comments and subscribes and all that good stuff. Yeah, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you next week.